weekly, right?
Yes, yes,
Okay.
these are the weekly videos. Just for that? Okay, great. So when you're ready.
Hello, and thank you so much for stopping by. All right, so this week's question is, what happens to your bank account, or what happens to a person's bank account after they die? Ultimately, what happens to a person's bank account after their death depends on how the account is titled, and what steps were taken prior to with the bank. What do I mean by that? If we have an account that's owned by more than one person, then it may mean that this account automatically transfers to the co-owner. If the individual took steps prior to make the account payable on death, and this is something you could do directly with the bank to a specific individual or a number of people, then that bank account is going to go to those people that they designated. But if it is not a jointly owned account and there were no steps taken to make it payable on death, and it is not an account that's already in a trust, then it is going to go through probate just like every other asset to be distributed according to the person's will or according to the laws of intestacy if they don't have one. All right. And that's it for that one.
Great, thank you so much. Let me add the file again.
Okay.
Which one do you want?
Actually, I see 4 now that we can do. Let's see. Is it illegal to withdraw money from a dead person's account?
I'll mute myself, and when you're ready.
Hello, and thank you so much for stopping by. All right, so this week's question is it illegal to withdraw money from a dead person's account? I'm actually a little surprised that this is a question, but maybe I shouldn't be. Yeah, if the person is dead, you certainly should not be withdrawing money from their account. Normally, after a person passes away, there's a death flag placed on their account. So, unless a person is a co-owner or the account is transferring to them because there was a payable on death document completed with the bank, they would not have access. The only person who would have access to this account to be able to withdraw money would be someone who is appointed as a personal representative or executor of the estate. A lot of times people will say, well, I'm the power of attorney, so I can still, do X, Y, or Z, or maybe I'm withdrawing money so I could pay this person's bill. No, a power of attorney dies with the individual. So no one other than an executor or personal representative could withdraw money out of a dead person's account. And even then, they typically wouldn't continue using that same account. They would be presenting documents to the bank showing that they have the proper authority to act, and then they would be opening up an estate account. So withdrawing from a dead person's account, short answer, no.
Great, thank you so much.
All right. Can a family member be a witness to a will?
Thank you so much. And when you're ready.
Hello, and thank you so much for stopping by. All right, so this week's question is, can a family member be a witness to a will? And see, the fact that this question even comes up is one of the main reasons why individuals should not do DIY projects. There are specific things that have to happen in order for a will to be properly executed. And generally, if we have an interested party as a witness, it's a no-go. So can a family member be a witness to a will? Maybe, if that person would never become an interested party. But if this is someone who could be an heir to your estate or is related close enough to you that they could inherit from your estate, it is wise that they not be a witness to your will. Of course, we call different people family and we have extended families. So there are circumstances where you could have someone who is technically related to you serve as a witness. But as a general rule of thumb, a family member serving as a witness, a big no-no.
Thank you so much.
All right. And let's see. What was the other one that I saw? Does the beneficiary override the spouse?
And when you're ready.
Hello, 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 and thank you so much for stopping by. All right, so this week's question is, can a beneficiary override a spouse? This question is specifically related to wills and inheritance. I'm not exactly sure what the question is really trying to ask, but I think what we're being asked here is whether or not someone who's listed as a beneficiary would have priority over someone's wife or husband. And the answer to that question is it depends. So in the 2 states that I practice, which is the only 2 that I could speak for, there are rules in place that would prevent a spouse from being completely disinherited. So if we're talking about can a beneficiary override a spouse, are we talking about leaving the spouse completely out, not leaving them anything, and leaving certain beneficiaries in place in a will? If that's the case, then maybe not, because the spouse has certain rules or certain laws rather that protects him or her, and they are able to go to court and petition the court so that they can get what's called an elective share, meaning a percentage of the estate, even if they were technically left out. On the flip side, can a beneficiary override a spouse? In previous videos, I've mentioned that there are ways to avoid probate, including making things payable on death, having things transferred in trust. In those circumstances, if we don't really have a whole lot of assets going through probate, it may mean that not all of the assets are, for lack of a better word, not all of the assets are available for the spouse to get their hands on. But ultimately, if we're talking about 2 people who are legally married, there's not really a way for a beneficiary to kind of kick them out completely. They can and probably should inherit from the estate if they take the appropriate steps. This can be a bit complex and it's case specific, but the short answer is it depends. Sorry, that's it.
Great, thank you.
All right, so let's see. Can we scroll up just a little bit? Okay. Let's do what you should put in your will and what you should not put in your will.
Great. Thank you so much. And when you're ready.
Hello, 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 and thank you so much for stopping by. All right, so this week's question is, what exactly should someone put in their will? Well, a will, of course, is supposed to do a couple of things. The first is that it appoints an individual to manage or administer the estate. That would be the executor or personal representative. And it determines how your assets are distributed after your death. So you most certainly should identify your next of kin or your heirs. You most certainly should appoint an individual to serve as executor or personal representative of the estate. And you most certainly should detail out specific things that you want to go to specific people. You may also want to include contingent beneficiaries, which means individuals who can inherit the things that you leave for people if those people are no longer living, or if for whatever reason they cannot receive what you've left them. So in short, in your will, you should identify a personal representative and or executor. You should identify who your heirs are. You should identify what you would like to leave them. And that should pretty much cover your bases.
Great, thank you so much. And do you want to?
Yeah, let's do. Yeah.
Okay. Great, when you're ready.
Hello, 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 and thank you so much for stopping by. All right, so this week's question is, what should you not include in your will? I mentioned in a prior video that you should certainly identify who the executor or personal representative of the estate is. You should identify who your heirs are, list out what you want to leave them. But what you should not do is go into detail about disinheriting a person or badmouth a person for whatever reason, or just go into any amount of detail that you would not want to be a public record. What a lot of people don't realize is that a will eventually becomes a public document. So if you're putting in your will, I'm disinheriting my son Johnny because he's a sorry, blah, 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 you should definitely not put that in your will. If you want to go in and detail every spoon, fork, or knife that you have, you can do that. But it is so painful for the attorneys and judges who are going to have to interpret it later. Please do not put that in your will. It makes more sense for you to have something that is relatively concise, that doesn't have so much detail in it that it's going to be confusing, that doesn't attack anyone or trigger anyone to actually try to contest your will. Just keep it simple, address the basics, identify the people and things you need to identify, and that's it. Keep your feelings to yourself. Write a letter. There you go. Write a letter for everything else.
I didn't know that. That was a good one. Thank you so much. And okay.
Okay, we got a couple. Okay, let me see if there's anything else that. All right. Can the ex-wife claim inheritance after death?
Do you want to record that one?
I'm trying to think. Let's pause on that one for now. Let's scroll down and see if there's anything that sticks out. Okay, can a POA spend money on themselves?
Great. I'm so sorry about the noise. And when you're ready.
Hello, 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 and thank you so much for stopping by. All right, so this week's question is, can a power of attorney spend money on themselves? You're going to get sick of this answer, but the answer is it depends. Powers of attorneys can be very, very simple, and they can be very complex. They can include a lot of different powers, including the power to gift to oneself. So depending on the language in the document and whether or not it allows the power of attorney to be able to spend money on themselves will depend on whether or not that action is appropriate. So I know I said it depends a lot of times, but ultimately, if there's a document that says the power of attorney is allowed to collect a fee, or the power of attorney is allowed to make unlimited gifts, including gifts to themselves, then spending money on themselves may be appropriate. So to know whether or not the answer to that question is yes or no, is to review the document itself, the specific document, and the powers that were granted to that power of attorney. In most cases, powers of attorneys grant agents the authority to make gifts, to reimburse themselves. Lots of different things can be included. So it really is case specific.
Great. Thank you so much.
All right. Are you liable if you are a power of attorney? We can go with that, even though it's a pretty vague question.
So, you're ready.
Hello, 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 and thank you so much for stopping by. All right, so this week's question is, are you liable as a power of attorney? When I read that question, of course, to me, it sounds like a pretty vague question, but I'm going to assume that this question is asking, is the power of attorney liable for the other person's responsibilities? Would they be held liable for their bills or their expenses? Can someone come after them? That's usually the real question that I'm asked. Can someone actually come after me for someone else's debts if I am their power of attorney? A power of attorney is appointed to protect and serve the individual and act in their best interest. So a power of attorney can be held liable if they act against their fiduciary duties, if they do something they're not supposed to do, if they mismanage a person's assets. There are a number of reasons that could make a person liable. But do they assume responsibility for all the person's debts and everything else they have going on in their life? Not at all. But they do have a fiduciary duty to act in the best interest of the individual who gave them that power. And if they misuse it in any way, they can be held liable.
Thank you so much.
All right. Does a power of attorney end at death? All right, let's go with that.
When you're
Hello, 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 and thank you so much for stopping by. All right, so this week's question is, does a power of attorney end at death? A lot of people think a power of attorney has so much control, but yes, 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 absolutely yes, a power of attorney ends at death. A power of attorney is in place to take action during a person's lifetime if they are incapacitated or they've given them the authority to act on their behalf. Once that person dies, the power of attorney dies with them. So yes, 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 yes.
great. Thank you so much.
All right. What is the difference between a durable and a non-durable power of attorney?
So much. I will mute myself and when you're ready.
Hello, 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 and thank you so much for stopping by. All right, so this week's question is, what is the difference between a durable and a non-durable power of attorney? I don't necessarily use the term non-durable power of attorney, but I would say that powers of attorneys can be two types. We can have a springing power of attorney or a durable power of attorney. The springing power of attorney is one that is only triggered when an individual is incapacitated, meaning they have this document in place that says that there is someone that can act for me, but only if one or more physicians say that I am incapacitated and cannot act. Some of those do have language that makes them durable and others do not. I don't really like this one. I'm going to actually skip this one because I'm going into a rabbit hole that I don't want to go into.
Okay.
Let's scratch this one. All right. Yeah, let's leave that one for. Okay. How do you prepare for an estate planning meeting? Let's go with that.
And when you're ready.
Hello, 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 and thank you so much for stopping by. All right, so this week's question is, how do you prepare for an estate planning meeting? It depends on who you're meeting with. I'm the type of person who kind of likes to get all up in your business because I don't want to just know about what you're telling me and what you want. I want a full understanding of the dynamics. I want to understand who your people are, who you have in place, so that if you are saying, I want to do X, I can say, well, do you remember that this is a problem? So to properly prepare, you should have a general idea of what your assets are. You don't have to come in with bank statements or anything like that, but have a general idea of what you own. You certainly should have a general idea of how you want your assets distributed. Doesn't have to be precise, but knowing what you want is certainly important. You should know who your people are, your next of kin, your family members, what you might want to leave them, whether or not they have any issues such as disabilities or other issues that may require special type of planning. So all of those things are very important for your estate planning meeting. So number one, general idea of what your assets are, general idea, well, you should know, but who your people are, your next of kin, how you want your assets distributed, and any issues that your attorney should be aware of, such as disabilities or maybe even other issues that may require you to do some type of special planning.
Great, thank you so much. Okay.
All right, so I guess that became number 9 since we got rid of the other one.
Okay. I don't know if you want to keep recording like short questions, or we can make 1 or 2 reaction videos. I know the first one you shared with me yesterday, it was a short one.
Yeah, we can go to the reaction video because you have enough, I think, at this point for probably the next month or so.
So let me send the link. I actually watched this one. I was at the supermarket. I was like, oh, let's see. Yes. Okay. So I don't know if you want to share your screen. I want to make a test.
Okay. Which video are we looking at?
The first one is the.
Is it the one that I said was funny?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I thought that was very interesting.
Yes.
All right, let's see. Okay, the only thing I'm concerned about, I want to get rid of this chat thing, but I don't think I can do anything about that, right?
The on your screen from
Yeah,
StreamYard.
time I did this, I had more than one screen, but this time I only have one screen. So
Okay. Okay. Let me see what you have in your screen to see if I can edit that in the video.
I'll try to I will share my screen now, but I'm not sure what will show up. Hang on.
Yeah. No worries.
Well, maybe I could do the tab. Let's see. I'll put it last time. Okay. Let's do that.
Okay, let me do just a brief test. I will disappear from the screen.
Okay. Okay, so it does not show what I thought it was going to show, which is good. Okay, I can start playing.
Give me a second. And I will remove myself from the screen, but when I do that, you can continue, okay?
Okay.
Thank you. Are you okay, Soraya? I can see, hear you. I don't know. Can you hear me? Oh, I see. Can you hear me? Great. I think you're muted, but yeah, I cannot hear you. Yes.
Yes, I can hear you. Okay. So I can start.
Give,
Okay. Let me know whenever.
yeah, give me a second. I'll do it that way. Yes, I will remove myself from the screen and then you can start, okay? Thank you.
Your grandfather is in a coma, but he did manage to create a will beforehand, so let me give it to you. I, Bill Slater, being of sound mind and body, bequeath
Look at these fake reactions.
not to anyone. What? Specifically, son, not
Jesus Christ!
Wait, are
Daughter,
they bleeping nothing?
grandkid.
Yes.
Awesome. So I take it that a nephew's third cousin is not in a line anytime soon. Great. I'm out of here.
Actually, we've come a long way with modern medicine. We can revive your grandfather for the purpose of rewriting your will.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's an option.
Okay. Nice! Let's do it!
Yes. Why not?
Do it!
Yes. I have one condition. I get 10%.
Wait, he's in a coma.
Man,
How
I'll
do you
give you
advise someone who's in a
50%.
coma?
50% of nothing is still nothing, right?
Well, I'm going to hold you to that and put it in the contract. So, we also don't know what this is quite going to do to your grandfather. So, he may be meeting his maker sooner rather than later. So, I'm going to need the consent of all the family members. Well, alrighty then. All right. Let's get this party started. Please welcome our next guest, the nurse.
What is this, a show? She's a guest? What in the world?
That's okay.
Okay.
So, come on. Grandpa, Daddy.
Really? He's just gonna creepily walk towards Grandpa.
Where am I?
It's okay, Bill. Everybody's here to help you rewrite your will before you die.
Because that's an option.
Oh, okay. No problem. Write this down. Nobody gets.
At least he's consistent.
You see, your grandfather is definitely conscious.
Dad?
You look older than Dad, though.
What do you mean? Well, you were also. Oh, yeah. Go ahead.
Oh, yeah. Let's not care about the fact that he just went, oh.
You deserve. Yeah. Get what? Yeah. Dad.
Really?
Dad, are you okay? Dad, I'm not asleep. You, son, get no.
Fair enough.
How can you treat our poor daddy so badly? Beloved daddy. Being so petty. Oh. Hello, dear daddy.
You don't get either.
Guess that didn't work.
Okay, well, that brings us to the nephew. So, which one of you is the nephew?
Nephew, who's the nephew?
We don't have a nephew here. So.
Young man, who are you?
I'm his brother's son.
That would make you the nephew.
So, you're the nephew.
I'm your nephew.
Bless his heart.
Oh, yeah, I'm the nephew.
Yeah, you're also the idiot.
Well, hello, Daddy's brother. I think
Also
I'm
known
getting
as Uncle.
so I better out of here.
Wait. Do you see the dresser?
Yeah, I see. I see.
Go to the dresser. Open the door. You see the safe?
Yeah.
The combination is 8 8s.
How many? Come on, people, it's complicated.
Open the door.
But there's no in here.
And it's all yours.
Man.
So if for nephew, it's definitely for nephew's third cousin. I'm out of here.
Nephew's third.
Wait.
No, maybe I'm
The
wrong.
third cousin.
Yeah, it's me.
Come closer. $3 million to you. What? $9.
$3 million! Holy moly! Yeah!
Woo! Holy moly. Woo! Not thank you.
I
Thank you would have
John,
been
I
appropriate.
changed my mind. Get him out of here. Go.
Ouch.
Well, that's just us now.
Oh.
Come on.
Hey, Molly. Grand.
Why is she wearing gloves? They're not at a
What you
funeral.
gonna
He's just in a.
leave for
I'm
us?
so confused by this whole scene.
Quarter.
$250,000? Oh my
Wait.
God!
Like she's about to.
I can't
A
believe it.
quarter.
What?
An actual quarter, sweetie. An actual
What?
quarter.
Real quarter?
A quarter. Okay, I got it. Okay. Yes, sure. Wait a minute. Yes. Hey, you. This is for you.
What the hell is this?
It's your 50%, comrade. Goodbye.
You know what, man? I never did like you. Why did I let you marry my daughter? Get out! So sorry, sweet. I'm so sorry. So sorry.
Let's get devastated that we got a quarter and not at the fact that Grandpa's dying.
So is that all my family?
I'm afraid so, sir.
So, you. Come to me, my friend.
Yes, last.
Closer.
Mm-hmm.
You. Yeah.
Come on!
For being shady
Sir,
and
you
asking
promised.
for a
You
percentage.
said if I... What about those things you said earlier? What about your promise?
You helped me get these freeloaders out of my back, and now it's time to party. Go. Get out. All of you, get out. Out. Woohoo! Rah.
going to take our Greek yogurt and dump it onto our chicken.
I ain't never seen that before in all my years, but I'm gonna trust the
Now
process.
we're going to season our chicken.
She got seasoning.
1 teaspoon of paprika.
Okay.
Next, we're going to do 1 teaspoon of
You
oregano.
gonna mix it?
1 teaspoon of
Maybe
turmeric,
she'll mix
1
it. Just
teaspoon of
trust the
black pepper,
process.
and last but not least, 1 teaspoon of salt.
Okay.
Great.
Together. Now going in.
Okay, thank you.
So I think the other one was like a recipe. Great. Thank you so much. And I do have, I found a short one. Maybe it's like less than 10 minutes.
Okay.
It's called His Wife is in a Coma. He sings to her every day. And basically it's like real love and all that stuff. But I think we can use that to promote the proactive planning side of the things.
Okay. All right.
Just send the link.
I just saw your text. You said you lost something.
Oh, yeah, a few minutes ago when you remove your blazer. I was like, oh, what happened?
Oh, okay. Yeah. I was trying to go from serious to laughing at videos.
That's great. It's a good trick.
When I used to record videos before, I would put on a black shirt and have all my blazers and just switch out blazers while
I actually was thinking we can do that for next week.
I probably should, like the next time we think about recording a number of videos in a row, that might not be a bad idea. Okay, so I will pull this up and I guess my reaction will be really authentic with this one because I've never seen it. Let's see.
Okay. I think the video has subtitles. If you could please just remove them so I can edit the video. Thank you so much. Then again, I will disappear from the screen and you can start. Okay.
You make me happy. You are my sun. Sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are gray. You'll never know, dear, how much I love you. So please don't take my sunshine away.
And he can actually sing.
Remember you used to sing that song when we first met? I had just come back from the war, and I didn't know what to do with myself. But that's when I heard the most beautiful thing in the world. I turned, and that's when I saw you, singing this song. It was the most unforgettable moment of my life.
She was just randomly singing "You Are My Sunshine" sitting on a bench.
I would give anything just to hear that angelic voice again. You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are gray. You'll never know, dear, how much I love you. So please don't take my sunshine away. Thank you course.
Hey, babe. Remember all those times that you sang that song to me? I couldn't sleep and would have the most terrifying nightmares about the war. I was so scared, but you were there to make me feel safe. You would sing this song to me to always calm me down.
Aw.
You know, if it hadn't been for you, I would have never made it through all those tough times. You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are gray. You'll never know, dear, how much I love you. So please don't take my sunshine away. You just leave it right there.
Excuse me. I don't mean to pry, but I see you come here every day singing to this unconscious woman. May I ask why?
Mind your business.
This woman is my wife. And she's here because she was trying her best to make me feel at home. My wife was preparing for our 30th anniversary together. When I got home, I saw that she had slipped and fell to the floor.
Aw.
I sing this song because it was her favorite song to sing. She's my sunshine, and I'd give anything just to hear her sing it again.
You are my sunshine, my
Go
only.
get it, doctor, quick.
You make me happy when skies are gray.
Baby, you awake.
Oh, you look just like the first time we met.
Maybe a little older.
Baby, I could hear you the whole time. You sang our song every day.
Just like you never gave up on me. Baby, I'll never give up on you.
You'll never know, dear, how much I love you. So please don't take my sunshine away.
Aw, how sweet.
When you really love someone, that means you love them without any conditions, through the good times and the bad, through sickness and through health. Unconditional love says, I love you simply for you, even if that you might change. It's putting your own happiness to the side just to see the happiness of another person. And remember, true love isn't about not going through bad times. It's about refusing to give up on each other, regardless of how bad those times get.
Oh, that was sweet. That was sweet.
Oh Lord, I want you to do.
Thank you so much. Can you hear me? Sorry about that.
Yeah, I can.
Great. Thank you so much. And thank you so much for your genuine reaction to the second ballot.
That was sweet.
Great. I don't know if you want to add something related to the last video, something that I can add at the end of the video, maybe. Because I know the main point of the video was about real love and all that stuff, but I think they had money to take care of the lady. So I don't know if you want to add like a brief kind of reflection or something. So I can add that.
Sure. Yeah, I could do that.
Great. I'll mute myself.
That video was super sweet, but as an elder law and special needs attorney, the thing that actually stuck out to me was the fact that it said 3 months, 9 months. I didn't see anything beyond 3 and 9 months, but that's a long, long time. A long, long time to be caring for someone, a long, long time to be paying for their expenses, a long, long time for them to be on life support or whatever that is. And I just wonder, in that case, obviously it was a video for fun, but was there something in place that addressed whether or not she actually wanted to be on life support for 9 months, even 3 months? That's obviously something I talk about with my clients, but these are depicting real life situations. And in cases where people don't know what to do or where to turn, and they deeply, deeply love someone, the default is to hang in there and keep them around for as long as possible. But yeah, that was a sweet story, but there's so many different directions it could have gone in. I'm just glad it turned out like it did.
Great. Thank you so much. I can definitely add that to the last part of the video.
And you probably heard my dog barking in the background.
Yeah, no worries. If lunch is a thing here, I can totally hear your dog.
Yeah.
Great. I don't know if you want to record something else, or we can wait until I have the numerous blazers.
We can definitely wait, and it's certainly way past your lunch/party time, and we're beyond our time. So I think we have enough to work with for now, and you probably should listen to some loud music from your neighbors and enjoy some lunch.
Great. Then